So I will be explaining in simple steps the steps how to work this machine. So this is the stand or the flap, and he is tightening the nut bolt. Similarly on the behind also it has a stand and he is tightening the nut bolt. The next what he would be doing, he will be preparing a base of the floor which will form as an input for final noodle making. So here he is forming the base wherein he is putting these, the floor inside the machine. And he will be doing this in 2 to 3 steps until you will see a layer of floor coming out which will form the base for the noodle making. So you can see the base which is coming out now. Here it is. So the more times you do this process, you will form a very smooth layer which will form the base of noodle making. So it is advisable that you do it 3 to 4 times till you see a very smooth layer coming out, as you see now here. So you see now a very smooth layer is coming out. So it's a repetitive process and it is advisable that you do it a couple of times before you see a final smooth layer coming out. So here what he is doing, he is adjusting it so that now this base can be made more compressed or more thin, so that we get the final very fine product, fine product. So these were the 2 boards which he is using to compress this machine to make it more thinner. So you see a smooth layer or a very thin layer of the base coming out now. So as a next step what he is doing is, this is the cutter which he is using and these are the 4 holes, and you need to ensure that before using it, do put in the machine oil inside them. So this basically we are doing the oiling, and this has to be ensured that every time we use it, we oil these 4 holes before using it. So he is fitting in these cutters here and he will be tightening the bolts. So these are the 2 bolts which he is using to tighten this. And the function of this cutter is to ensure that the base which we have prepared now will be finally processed into the final noodles. So we will be showing you the next step. Now he is fixed in the cutter. Now we will put on the machine again and put this final thing inside it. So here you see now, these are the fine noodles which are coming out, and the cutter is the person which is doing this whole thing. Next step what we are doing is, we are taking out the cutter and showing you how to clean this. So to ensure the longevity of this machine and the cutter, we have to ensure that every time we use it, we should clean this cutter also. So he is cleaning the machine, so whatever is remaining has to be cleaned out. So every time the process is through, as in the end-to-end noodle making process is through, we need to ensure that the machine is spotlessly clean. You can use any cloth to clean all the parts. Please ensure that we clean all the parts once the machine is through with the process. Now he is closing all of these machines to show how portable this machine is. So this is the end-to-end step of noodle making. Thank you.